Greetings once again, wandering samurai out there. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with more of the 2023 adaptation of Rurouni Kenshin. Now previously, Kenshin has for the most part settled in with Miss Kaoru, and while he still wears his sword despite how much trouble he'll get in since that's illegal, he continues to be calm and aloof. Even when he soon finds himself encountering the sword-bearing police, former samurai who still look for a way to kill indiscriminately or when they feel they want. And at first, Kenshin is willing to just let himself get arrested. But once the sword-bearing police start going after the public who criticize them, Kenshin puts them in their place. Only for Mr. Yamagata, an old associate of Kenshin's back in his more bloodier days, comes a calling, looking to offer Kenshin a place in the government. But Kenshin nowadays simply looks to protect those that he can, when he can. Obviously, his days of fighting for change got very, what's the word I'm looking for? Muddled. And I think he lost sight of a lot of what he was fighting for. So now he only seeks the simpler life for the most part. Something Mr. Yamagata begrudgingly accepts. But seeing Kenshin's displays of skill as well as honor inspires the young pickpocket and son of a samurai long dead, the boy Yahiko Miyoji, and so Yahiko seeks to escape his pickpocketing ways. But those he is in debt to wish to make an example out of the young boy. Will Kenshin come to the aid of the boy he inspired so much? Join me as I find out, won't you? Oof. Oh, yeah, oh, man! Dude is giving this kid a beating of his life. What do you mean by that? I don't mean anything else. I just got sick of something so miserable as pickpocketing. Oof! I don't like you. You're too cheeky. This is a good opportunity as any. I'll take my time and show you just who is the master here. Man, I worked out a good sweat. I'll go home and take a nice long bath. Oh, I wonder if Kenshin probably drew a bath yet. He went home before me, so at least he could do as much. Oh, wait, that's... Yes, Kaoru. I gotta tell you, I really love this opening song. And I love how they show the two sides of Kenshin. The nicer, calmer, more servitude side, and then the darker side. The Samurai X side. The beat is just too hot. Episode 3. Kasshin Ryu Reborn. The Kamiya Kasshin style. Stubborn brat. All he had to do was make one apology. Hold up. Your nickname is Hitokari Geichi. If you do any more than that, he'll really die. Boss. Yahiko. If you're gonna quit pickpocketing, how do you plan to live? If you think you'll somehow get by because you're a samurai, you're sorely mistaken. The Meiji area is all about cold hard cash. Your pride ain't worth a penny no matter how much of it you got. Rather, samurai hold on to something like that for dear life. And that's why they quickly see hard times. And lately, wives and daughters of previous daimyos are all over the red light district. Damn, that's kind of dark. All things considered. But it is, as fanciful as the show gets, it's the cold hard reality. It's like social upheaval can really put people who might have lived a better life, might have lived a good life, in dire straits. And today's society likes to say that they'll more easily catch you if you fall, but there's a lot of holes in that net. Catch a band of thieves and sometimes they're all samurai falling from grace. How miserable. Forget that you were born a samurai, Yahiko, and learn to live despicably. Jeez. That way, I'll keep you around for a long time as one of my henchmen. Oop, damn. I mean, it makes sense that he'd still want him around. Yahiko's strong, stubborn, and tenacious. If nothing else, they make for good hired muscle. Don't make me say it over and over. I've had enough, you little punk. An attitude against our boss. He's the one who saves your life after your parents croak. That's enough already. You say samurai, but your dad only had 30 koku and fed only 2 people. He was poor, stupid vassal. He fought against the Imperial Army early in the revolution, got slaughtered, and your mother sold herself off at the Red Light District, then croaked from an illness. What a fool. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I forgot how much darker some of the stuff in the manga was. I didn't actually remember that about Yahiko's parent. I mean, I knew it was, like, kind of bad, but I just kind of figured they got killed off by some bandits or something. But to have gone out that way, oof. I don't know who you're more like. This kid definitely comes from those stupid parents. Shut up. Oh! Yeah, bit him in the nuts. My father felt disdain for going with the flow and betrayed the shogunate by siding with the Imperial Army. That's why he joined the shogunate and made a righteous sacrifice. Mother whittled her life away working to raise me and fell into idleness. They both had pride and lived noble lives. I'll never allow anyone to speak badly of him. Oh man, that scene. I'm the one who won't allow you, brat. I'll slaughter you. There we go. Who the hell are you? It's a raid. Everyone get them. Calling for them is useless. They wouldn't let me in. So I had everyone outside this room take a short nap. I love how he's just stepping over the dude. Oh, Kenshin's a cold motherfucker. I'm Kasshin Ryu, a Rurouni. I have come here for you to hand the kiddo over to me. You came here my ass. Miss Gashki, are you a samurai as well? I'll round you up and kill you. Ooh! Just whoosh. I'm in the middle of a conversation. The sheer no fucks given attitude. Oh man. But it's also why I've always appreciated that Kenshin was someone almost in their 30s, because it's just like, look, I've been through some shit. Like, none of you... I didn't live this long at such a young age doing what I did without having the skill to back it up kind of situation. You stay quiet for a while there, Miss Gashki. So how about it, Mr. Boss? Why don't you show your big heart and willingly let go of the kiddo that you will? I believe that would be a lot better than to shame all of your henchmen being routed coming out into the open. Alright, take him as you please. Thank you. Apologies for asking such a huge favor. You're right, kiddo, that is. I don't know where you were. I'm late because I visited each and every group who asked you to save me. I was able to fight on my own. I could have fought. I see. Since I've underestimated you yet again, kiddo, that I have, then at least allow me to treat your wounds. In a place of folly that I should. Yahiko once again being carried around. I should yank it away. Stop, don't mess with him. Those are the eyes of a manslayer. Not just a Yakuza manslayer. A real one. I actually do remember this moment from the previous anime. Oh, that comment. Like that eyes. Ah, the intimidation. I didn't think someone with those eyes would be left in the days of the Meiji. You can't have enough lives going against the likes of those. It's a great deal if one brat will let us off the hook. It is one of the disappointing things about more current anime is that they don't give certain moments like those lingering moments to breathe sometimes, which only existed in older anime because they were trying to pad out time. But you took in the atmosphere, the moments, those certain moments kind of just sunk in a little bit more. The moments are still cool here, but you only sometimes catch glimpses of it. This isn't as bad as the Shaman King reboot, which just blitzed through a lot of plot points. And I'm just like, no, slow down, let me appreciate some of it. But I wish they'd slow it down just a smidge more to let me take in some moment. It's one of those things where you can tell the director is more about just hitting all the pivotal moments rather than letting the majesty of certain moments just really wash over you for a second. Which is a shame because I love the visuals in this. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Is your lack of strength that frustrating, kiddo? Damn it. I want to become stronger, so much that I won't need your help, so that I can protect the honor of my father and mother on my own. I want to become stronger. See, there we go. Moments like this where you just pan over the stick he was holding before. That might have been in the manga, but, like, Yeah, there you go. I don't know, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe there is a bit of that here. Yeah, those moments where you just linger on an emotion. They're late. Well, this is Kenshin we're talking about, so I'm sure he's fine. But that kid. I'm home. That I am. Welcome home. He's badly hurt as I expected. I have a ride waiting on, so we need hurry to see a doctor. The acting master of the Kasshin Ryu, Miss Kaoru Kamiya. She'll be your instructor from now on, that she will. Hold on a sec. You want me to learn swordmanship? From this ugly hat to boot? Instructor, you can't mean bringing this kid in as an apprentice. Yep, no. Everything from here on depends on your own effort. I took the time to set everything up. You can become as strong as you want, Yahiko. You know what? You said ugly hat again just now, didn't you? Yeah, what if it ugly hag? I told you to stop doing that. Oh god. Well, in any case, first try holding one. Hey, how you doing? Shut up. I have no idea why you're bossing around, ugly hag. So you have to call me ugly hag. You'll pay for it. Yeah, go ahead, try if you can. Some of them have strong wills that they do. That's it, you need to tell him too. Yes, a true foul mouth. Go on. He is eagerly awaiting student that he is. You should take care of him. Better care, you say? Oh no, I feel like you should beat him a few times to get it through his head. It's like, kid, you want to become stronger, you gotta start somewhere. Like, seriously. 1, 2, 3. I think there are over 15 here. The rumors of defeating the sword-bearing police must have spread. This will let me revive the Kasshin Ryu. This is a good. Hey, all of you. I do not practice the sword style taught here, and I have no intention of taking an apprentice. If you came here after seeing yesterday's incident, sorry, but I have to ask you to leave that I do. Yeah, yeah, it's because he's going around styling all over the place. It's one of those moments where I wish, like, they showed Kaoru being a badass, too. Like, her fighting back-to-back with Kenshin, but the sad fact of the series is that Kaoru doesn't really get in on the action sometimes. Honestly, sometimes I forget she's a sword fighter, which is really sad to say. There we go. I feel so bad. Oh, he didn't send anyone back that day. I have an endless lesson to give the unexpected students who join for curiosity. Won't even last 6 months that they don't. That is true too. People like that were probably just in it to quickly become strong, but probably not actually willing to put in the hard work. And that wouldn't have any meaning. More than that, slowly train someone who wants to get into it is better than it is. Hey, I came here so I could become stronger. It's out of the question if you have to deal with a young girl. Kenshin told me to become stronger. And teach me your sword instead. I have no intention on teaching the Hiten Mitsurugi to future generations, that I don't. I'm a simple supervisor. Now you should learn Kasshin Ryu and become stronger with a life-giving sword. We'll pay for it. Try me. Is that okay? Oh boy. Oh, hey, stop right there. Yahiko. Jeez, the moment I take my eyes off him, he slacks off. I found a cynical kid with no guts whatsoever. Kenshin, what exactly did you see in him? Oh, I start calling you about the harsh contempt. I don't recall ever being a student of this place. Compared to being taught by you, studying my own is a lot better. In the first place, all the casuals and such, now that your health accusations have been cleared, I don't in any of your students return here. See, I feel like it's a situation where it's just like, oh, you know, Kaoru challenges Yahiko, and it's just like, if I beat you, you become my student. Like, that's the only way to really get through to this kid. I say like I haven't already seen this series to completion. Well, read it in the manga, but still, it's like one of those things where it's just like, whoop his ass. That's the only language these kids understand. You try to teach him something, you know, put him in his place. You damage his pride. Well, honestly, that's what happened with Kenshin and why he's more interested in learning Kenshin's fighting technique. That's because they all then got sick of you as the acting master. See, he's more rambunctious and petty when she fights back, but knowing that he actually hit a nerve, he feels like a little shit. As he should. Escada, his help, Hira, and Sato. How do you get these wounds? Did something happen to you? You can't run anymore. You're dead meat. And who exactly are you? What do you want with my former students? Shut up, don't get on our way. Ooh, yeah, there we go! Style on him! Yeah! Again, it happens so rarely that I forget how good she is. But ultimately, she only ever uses a bamboo sword, which understandably, she's not out to actually kill anyone, but I always wonder how good she could have been when she used an actual sword sometime. Did she ever use an actual sword? I don't remember if she did. What exactly is this about? Can you explain? Well, we ran across a drunken group of guys causing a riot in town. Right, they were causing trouble to everyone around them, so we held them down. Their buddies all came and listened, so now they're chasing after us. Yahiko smells bullshit. Where'd they go? This one. Jesus! Honestly, I don't quite remember this. I kind of vaguely remember dudes with, like, these little sickle whatever, picks or whatever from the manga, but I don't think they really got adapted in anything else. I don't know why, though. Found them. They have so many buddies. That's so many enemies. Everyone, get into the dojo. It's a raid! Damn it. It's Hachika. Great. Just great. See, there! That face! Oh, that's what it was! I'm like, I remember some leader or something, and he had a very distinct look, and there it is! I always thought they kind of dismissed him because it was just some random group of dudes just showing up. So what it means to make fun of the Hashimanji Gurin gang. Now I remember. It's the Hashimanji Gurin gang. Hashimanji Gurin gang? A group of thugs like a reserve army of criminals. Because they don't know their limits, they're more tenacious and ill-natured than even the Yakuza. But this is a problem. Of all the times they come when Kenshin isn't here. Huh? I thought I didn't see him. Where the hell did he go? I asked him to go shopping. Rice, salt, miso, and soy sauce. Idiot. Is there a need to buy all of that at once? What should we do, Miss Carter? Don't what should we do, us? It's something you guys started. It's not their fault. Are you a genuine idiot? Are you taking what they're saying seriously? Huh? You two have been reeking of booze since you came here. I'm guessing that you guys got drunk and caused a riot. Or probably you two, not the Shimanji gang. And through drunken momentum, you picked a fight against their underlings, right? Is that so? Yeah. See, that I remember. I remember being like... I actually remember this because it was one of the moments where I'm just like, wow, Yahiko. It was actually pretty smart to suss that out so quickly. Which doesn't look good on Karu, because it really does show how naive Karu can be. But it also is because she grew up in a very sheltered environment, so it kind of makes sense that she's fairly naive to certain things. Is that really true? Can't even look her in the eye. I'm sorry. Jesus. Turning up is useless against a Hachimanji. Yeah, the cannon. God damn it. I'll crush you, ragtag dojo and all. And what cannon? You got something that terrible? Wooden cannon. A simple cannon used up until the Bakumetsu era. A force of clay balls shot out of oak wood barrels and hold its own against normal cannons at close range. Yeah, I remember there being like an odd amount of like technology in this. I mean, it's very rustic stuff, but it really goes to show it's just like, no, back in the days where gunpowder was basically king, more or less, there were a lot of, like, inventions that were pretty terrible when push came to shove. Are you surprised? This is true power of the Hashimanji. Just because you learn swordsmanship doesn't mean you can get all stuck up. I'll get plenty of revenge for my buddy that got a broken arm. You guys swung swords around in a drunken fight and injured someone else? These guys are idiots, they don't know their bounds. But these guys are scum who sunk even lower. I mean, former students means that they scurried off during a crossroad killing incidents, right guys? The fact that you're trying to seek refuge in a dojo is barking up the wrong tree. Again. Yeah, because it's just like Yahiko. I'm like, Yahiko, drag their asses. You freaking assholes. You brought us into some bullshit. I remember being so mad. I'm just like, they didn't deserve your protection at all. But Kaoru is too kind, quick to believe, and never one to sell out someone she cares about, even if it's these idiots. You can't run away anymore. Come out. Go ahead and take them. They got nothing to do with us anymore. No. Lauren, you too, the girl over there, is in the same boat because she hid him from me. What was that? I'll take whatever revenge you want to deal. But keep your hands off these three. Hold on a sec, what's that about? LA father and I taught these two swordsmanship, although they no longer study under us. I do have some responsibility for their foolish swords. I thought I was doing my best to teach them the way of life-giving sword that can be used for others. I guess it was just wishful thinking. Heck, as long as you feel that you want to become stronger, you can improve anywhere you go. You should do your best. Yeah, take on all of their crimes? Oh god. Oh, it's not bad to face a martial arts girl every so often. Give me a break. Ooh! Yeah, don't let me Yahiko Miyoshi together with those two scumbags. Can't just let you alone. I can't just let you alone feel the pain of all this and end it like that. Especially because considering what happened to his mom, it's just kind of like, nah. Although again, Kaoru's naivete is just like, I get what you're going for, Kaoru, but the things you'd experience if they got their hands on you, no. I feel like she had the mindset of, well, Kenshin will probably come back before it gets too bad, right? Just like, Miss Hashika, this brat. You're not getting away with this, I'll slaughter you. Slaughter? That's far from quaint that it is. Kenshin, the hero has arrived. I don't know the circumstances, but no need for you to pull out the wooden cannon. Stop getting carried away. Don't act out of stupidity that you shouldn't. Shut up. Who the hell are you? Miss Hashia, this isn't good. This guy is, huh? You know that Rurouni who's the talking sound after crushing the sword-bearing police by himself? If I recall, this guy's the one. Idiot. Why are you cowering over one simple Rurouni? We have this on our side. Ready the wooden cannon. Yeah. Kenshin. Fire. Damn! the ridiculousness of how fast that was. I will admit, the one thing that this anime goes for over the original is that, whereas the original would, again, like I said before, will linger on a moment where he cut the ball. It would kind of linger on that moment. This one is all about showing off how fast he is. It's just like, no, we want to show you how stupid fast Kenshin is. And I'm only just starting to realize that. It's just like, no, they want to show off just how unbelievably fast he is. Because, god damn, nothing about the way he moved should have worked out that way. It's like, what? God, that was so badass. This blade on my Sakabata mercifully slices apart anything other than humans. I will say it again. Stop acting out of stupidity. Great. Just great. Hey guys. Yeah? Let's beat it. Yeah, no. After seeing that, I'd be like, yeah, nah. Nah, son. It's a little anticlimactic because you come in expecting him to beat all of their asses, but it's like, no. Nobody. It's like one of those moments where it's just like someone going up against Superman and they shoot him, and it's just like the bullets do nothing. It's like, nah, you know what? I'm done. It's like, just take me to jail, man. I can't do better than bullets. Like, nothing about what they just saw would be like, yeah, no. Or the lack of what they saw. I see, so something like that had happened while I was out, that it did. It's fine. You guys should go home now. And forget that you were ever a student here. And never hold swords in your hands. Yeah, here, a wound on your shoulder. Make sure to get checked out by a doctor. Yeah. That leader dude, I'm pretty sure he appeared in the actual original anime. Because just his face, actually, like, I remember it. And Kenshin slicing the cannonball, I know that happened in the original too. So I think they changed up a lot of stuff here. I think in the original anime, they made it into a bigger deal than what it was, but I remember preferring how it went in the manga a little bit better than what happened in the original anime. Like, the animation was cool, but I just wasn't a big fan of the plot that they adapted. Because I felt the thing with Kaoru and her former students and stuff like that just did better at showing that Kaoru could be very naive, but also showed a bit of insight in terms of Yahiko that I felt should have been more prevalent, because it showed that it helped to strengthen Kaoru and Yahiko's bond overall. At least that's my opinion. Please cheer up, Miss Kaoru. No matter how hard you tried in good faith, there are times the feelings don't come across that there are. Now you be sobbing, it's not like you. I won't end up like those guys, so I'll be one of your students. It's impossible for me to immediately become someone like Kenshin, so I'll settle for someone like you for now. But let's hurry up and clean this place up to practice. However, there are those that will squarely accept your good faith that there are. Exactly why I love this moment in the manga. Because it's like, I like that. I just like the idea that what inspired Yahiko was just how much she actually cared. Her sense of responsibility, her sense of honor, honor, her dedication, her caring. That's the most inspirational thing about Kaoru. Again, I just wish sometimes she had the skills showed off to back it up. I mean, she beat some ass here and there, but still. Her actual capabilities are so often overshadowed, at least from my memory. Maybe it'll be different watching this adaptation. There's no time to waste. On over, Kaoru. I want to become strong real quick. First, this ugly egg. No, it's conflict. Kasshin Ryu has no master. Acting master Kaoru Kamiya. Student Yahiko Myojin. And Rurouni Kenshin Himura. One day in early spring on the 11th year of the Meiji, a small new step was finally taken. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. The original anime had some amazing animation in places, but some of the changes that they made didn't quite gel with me in certain places. Like, I prefer this over what I remember from the original anime. And again, the animation for the original anime could be amazing in a lot of places. It's just the plot that was lacking in a lot of places, especially when it came to some of the adaptations that they did. But the one thing about the way this looks, it looks a lot more akin to the style that the original mangaka developed, which can be a little hit or miss considering the trouble he got himself in. Oof. Ah, there you are. I'm so glad I stuck around to the end, because I'm just like, we're forgetting something. And there he is! Ah! Alright, you're defeated. You're strong. Well, let us go. You're just frustrated. No need to say anything. I'm done. You guys are way too weak. If I keep going, it'll just end up being bullying. Bad. He's got that bad on his back. Man, I sure got myself into a really boring fight. Are there any good, tough guys out there somewhere? We hide his eyes despite the fact that he's literally in the opening. Ah, never change, anime. Never change. Next episode, The Fighter for Hire. Sonosuke Sakura. Oh, my favorite character. I can't lie, my favorite character. Despite all the badass characters who come into this series as time goes on, Sonosuke is my favorite. Like, Sonosuke is my favorite. But don't get me wrong, there were things about the original anime that I absolutely loved beyond just how good the animation could really be at times, because the original animation could also be very janky at moments too, because you only have so much budget. But I honestly, if I'm being real, I miss the little nieces who would, run up to Kenshin and call him Uncle Ken and stuff like that. They were oddly appealing to me. I don't know. It just seeing Kenshin essentially be like, it really showed off Kenshin's good nature by having these little kids running around and helping out and just being adorable. Like, oddly enough, that's one thing that I kind of miss. But the original anime, I know, was very determined to introduce Sonosuke and Yahiko, essentially get the group together as quickly as possible, which went for a lot of anime back in the day when they knew they had certain characters that would be introduced later. Some anime were determined to introduce those characters earlier, that way the group had more time to be together. Because that camaraderie, that's a huge fun factor. And there's definitely stuff that this adaptation is still leaving out, because newer adaptations have a tendency to cut certain bits of dialogue that they feel doesn't add as much as they feel like it could, because I'm pretty sure there were a lot more details to Yahiko and his mother's situation. Well, let me know your thoughts on this episode in the comment section below. Do you know the events of the original anime? How do you feel that this stacks up to that? Do you prefer the different direction? Because I remember there was some kind of charlatan medicine man in the original anime, and I understand it from the standpoint that there was a lot of obsession with these charlatan-like people who faked mysticism, and then actual mysticism showed up in the original anime, and it was like, okay, this gets kind of weird. But I want to hear from you. So like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride, and until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.